Alright, how's it going, ladies and gentlemen? This is none other than your guy Ejected, coming back at you for another Call of Duty Mobile video. But in this Call of Duty Mobile video, it's going to be a little bit different because we always see top 5 this, top 5 that. But in this video, I want you guys to make your own personal decision, and that is why in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys all the different types of SMGs in this game that will help you succeed in Call of Duty Mobile. So make sure you guys watch till the end to find the SMG of your preference, because we're going to be going over the stats and the usability of them. Also, make sure you guys drop a like if you guys want to see the face cams again and to see more of this type of video. We reach 5,000 likes, I'm going to do an AR version for an AR guide. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe if you're new, and without wasting of your guys' time, I'll see you guys next time. Alright, let's get the elephant out of the room, and that elephant is going to be the QXR, because they actually nerfed this gun. So I'm going to give a huge shout out to everybody on Twitter, everyone on social media trying to nerf the QXR, because last season it was pretty broken, especially with the enhanced bolt and the upper body damage it could get to it. Now guys, I'm going to be honest with you, you don't necessarily have to run enhanced bolt anymore, because now they basically nerfed it. So when you have enhanced bolt, it gives more of a vertical kick. Also, with regular ammo and not having the enhanced bolt perk on the QXR, you could actually get upper body shots 1.2 multiplier. So you could actually kill a lot quicker hitting those chest and upper body shots using the QXR without having used the enhanced bolt. And if you guys are looking for my loadouts, all my loadouts will be on the Discord server, link down below, and it will also be pinned in the description. So if you guys are looking for my loadouts for any of the guns that I'm going to be showcasing, make sure you guys join the Discord right away, and there is plenty of more things there as well. Alright guys, so we're going to be talking about the Cordite. Now the Cordite is one of the most satisfying guns to get kills with in Call of Duty Mobile in comparison with the GKS. And I was going to tell you guys that the Cordite is more like an LMG SMG hybrid, which is a kind of funny comparison, but it really is. The Cordite is solid on almost all ranges, and it fires pretty moderately. So if you guys are more of a long range SMG user, the Cordite is one of the best long range SMGs in the game because of how much ammo it has and just the potential you could use with it. Speaking of satisfying guns, the next gun on our list is the GKS. Now I'm really happy what they did with the GKS Unicorn. They finally made it where I could see and there's not a big oval in the middle of my screen. But besides the point, the GKS is a solid SMG. If you have very good aim, use the GKS. But I'm not talking about regular average aim. They're going to be missing a lot because this gun is not very rewarding when you miss those shots. It's not a very fast fire rating gun. But again, if you hit those upper bodies and even headshots, the damage actually goes up by a lot, and you could actually get a 3-shot kill with this gun close range if you hit your upper body shots. I'm not talking about stomachs, not talking about legs or arms. The torso and up is what I'm trying to talk about. Next gun on the list we have is the Fennec. Now the Fennec, I do not actually know if it's still the best close range SMG. Comment down below guys, what do you think is the best close range SMG that is actually viable, the Fennec or the MSMC? I want to hear your guys' opinions down below. But besides the point, the Fennec is the it is the best fire rate SMG in the game. Of course, it's going to come with its downsides. It is a 5-shot to kill close range. But again, this thing is the best hip firing gun in Call of Duty Mobile. I don't really see a better gun that could hip fire better than this gun. And I'll suggest a monolithic suppressor for better range. Alright, so as I was talking about the Fennec, we have the MSMC. Now the difference about the MSMC and the Fennec is the MSMC is a 4-shot to kill. But here's the thing about the MSMC, as I was saying, it does have a pretty bad horizontal flick. The Fennec does not really have much horizontal recoil, but the MSMC definitely has that. But if we're talking about damage, the MSMC definitely has the most damage, but it has the most recoil, so it kind of balances out for that. And the mag size isn't the biggest, so you guys want to make sure you guys are being aware of that. And I would only suggest you guys using this close range and medium range, assuming you know how to control the recoil. If you guys made it this far in the video, comment down below, rip Akimbot, and I will heart your comment because I haven't seen a single Akimbo Deagle in a while, and it feels freaking amazing. Next gun on the list we have is the AUG. Now the AUG will always be an underrated heaven because I never see this gun basically ever in ranked, but that does not mean the gun isn't good. I like to use a 60 round ammo on it. It makes it really more viable, and it makes it just more versatile in those longer ranges. The AUG's iron sight is decent, you know, it's definitely usable, and the AUG is definitely a gun that you guys should consider if you're trying to test out new guns. It has a very interesting recoil pattern, but most people get used to it. Remember when I was mentioning the best close range SMGs? Well, I probably forgot a gun, which will be the Pharo. Now this is the thing about the Pharo, why I didn't necessarily consider it a top 2 close range SMG. The big elephant in the room when it comes to the Pharo is that it's a burst weapon. Basically, if you have very good movement, you're going to be outmaneuvering this gun, and if you miss shots, it is very punishing. But assuming you're a very good burst weapon player and you hit the upper body and up, because the recoil likes to kick up when it comes to the Pharo, you're going to be getting a good amount of kills in the close range because it is technically the fastest time to kill when it comes to close range out of all the SMGs in the game. So in technicality, this one kills the fastest, but the reason it is not a top 2 close range SMG is because of the viableness. Alright, I actually never thought I would be saying this, but the PDW is actually not that bad. If you guys remember my last SMG review video, I really crapped on the PDW. I did not think it was good at all. But hey, I was actually using the PDW and I actually almost dropped a nuke. The recoil pattern, they actually made it predictable for once. The damage is actually not that bad and it already comes with 50 rounds. So you don't even have to invest any attachments for ammo because it kind of has a free extended mag on it with no downsides. The PDW is a gun that I'm probably going to be using a little bit more in S&D and stuff because it actually is fun. It has a lot of really cool unique skins and the iron sight isn't the worst. So yeah, if you're going to be using a gun that is underrated and you just want to stand out from the crowd, I would definitely 100% recommend you guys to use the PDW. I was definitely wrong about this gun originally. Now, you guys know this isn't an SMG video when we're not talking about the QQ9. The QQ9 is still a monster. It's still a beast. It is definitely a top 3, top 4 SMG by far. The only downside I would say about the QQ9 is basically the reload speed, because I personally think it has the slowest reload speed out of all of the SMGs in the game. But that does not take away of how good the QQ9 is. It is just a solid, reliable gun. You want to use a 45 round extended mag because I don't really see a point of using a 10mm rounds. So that is what I am trying to say. So yeah, if you are playing scrims, you're playing tournaments, you guys are trying to play competitively, come on, you guys see the QQ9 a lot, and there's a reason why it is being used a lot. It is one of the best SMGs in the game. And yeah, let us move on to the next gun. Alright, so we're going to be talking about a forgotten gun in this game, and that is going to be the RUS. And there's a reason that the RUS is kind of forgotten. It is basically a pea shooter at long ranges. Close range, there are just a lot of SMGs that can do the RUS's job better. And in long range, like again, as I was saying, the damage drops off significantly, very, very similarly to the QXR. So again, I don't really have much use of the RUS. It is one of those guns to kind of flex on people, to show them that you're better and that you could basically slay people out while not using a meta gun. So that's going to be my take on the RUS. Use it at your own risk. Oh, the Bison. The Bison is one of the most hated guns in the game, and I still kind of think it's still hated because the Bison hasn't really changed much since this season's buffs and nerfs. The Bison is still a top 3 SMG easily. They haven't really nerfed much. They just really nerfed the range on it. But again, if you put a monolithic suppressor on it and you put the right attachments, the PP19 Bison would still be a beast. The ammo on it makes it very, very advantageous towards other guns. And the only downside I would really see on the Bison, to be 100% honest with you, is the ADS bullet spread accuracy. So if you guys are going to be using the Bison, make sure you guys are investing in ADS bullet spread accuracy attachments, because the gun does lack that. But besides that, the Bison should still shred this season. I still would see a lot of people using this gun. Man, I kind of feel for the Razorback because the Razorback has always been so underrated, and I just don't know why. The Razorback's recoil pattern is really easy to control, and if you have the rapid fire perk on the Razorback, the time to kill will be much higher, and they don't really have increased recoil when you put the rapid fire perk versus when you put an enhanced bolt on the QXR. So I would still highly suggest people to use the Razorback, because if you know what you're doing, and even if you're an above average player, the Razorback still shreds. Now, nearing the end of our list, we have is the Chicom. Now, the Chicom is, in my opinion, the worst SMG in the game because of how it's a burst weapon. But I'm gonna be honest, if you have very good aim with this, which a lot of people aren't really very good with burst weapons, then I could definitely see much use of the QXR. But I don't know, there's a lot of good people with good movement playing this game in legendary ranked, so using the Chicom, I just don't really have much of a use for it. But if you're a burst weapon fan, if you like to challenge yourself, well, I would definitely suggest the Chicom for you, my friend. And last but certainly not least, we have is the HT40. Now, this is the thing about the HT40. The HT40 is a very solid SMG. I like to use it. They basically put it back to when it was very overpowered. Not necessarily very overpowered, but when it was really good. But the thing about the HT40 that sets it back from most SMGs is the ADS bullet spread accuracy. So you're going to want to invest on it when you are using this gun. But again, overall, the gun is pretty good. But I would suggest you guys to use ADS bullet spread accuracy as much as possible with these builds. Well, that should about do the SMG guide. Hopefully, you guys got something from this video. And yeah, if you did, make sure you guys drop a like right now on the video. And make sure you guys subscribe if you enjoyed this content. And yeah, without further ado, I will catch you guys later. I am signing out. Peace out.